Chances are pretty high that if you're listening to this podcast, you are somewhat familiar with Matt, Kate, and myself. And if you've been listening for any stretch of time, you no doubt have some things about us that need explaining. Hey, we get it. You've got questions, and we've got answers. This week on the Free Play Podcast.
You are listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network.
What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba Stallcup, and you're listening to the Free Play Podcast, part of the Love Thy Nerd podcast network. And joining with me, as always, are my co-hosts and a few of my co-founders right here at Love Thy Nerd, Matt Warmbier.
Maybe I am.
Old Giggle Beers.
I'm here. What up? Gosh, I've been ripped on so much in the past 5 minutes.
I can't
even say what I want to say.
No, you can't. You cannot do what John Mayer wants you to do and say what you need to say.
Your body's wonderland.
And also, that's more of the same. And also, Kate Katawaki.
Hello.
Hey, Kate. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Kate,
where was I?
We're laughing and we're laughing, but you have a thing that's not laughable. Do you want to get it out of the way early?
Let's do this.
That my chicken died.
Okay, we're just gonna go straight at it then.
Well, I just want to make sure that's the thing you were talking about, because that's the thing that I was thinking of.
Do you have another thing?
Not that I know of. That's why I was like...
Okay, yeah, we'll start here then.
Yes, my chicken died. I am very bummed because she was my favorite chicken, and the rest here are... Her name was Charlie. The rest here are the freeloaders who lay their eggs in the hedge where I can't reach it.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. It is ridiculous. I'm a little...
Would you rather they just came in and laid them in the cartons?
Yeah.
I would rather they lay it in the places that I've provided for them to lay it, that are perfectly fine for them to lay it in.
Did you have an orientation?
Oh, I've tried to force them in there and stuff. They know.
She rubbed their nose in it.
They've had it ever since they were little babies, and they always lay eggs in there. Anyways, the chicken, Charlie, I don't know 100% what caused her to die. I suspect it was a tumor or a tumor disease of some sort, because it was a very long, prolonged downhill.
You don't suspect any foul play?
Ha 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 ha. No, I do not.
Matt, do you get the joke?
I did. I resisted making a joke when she said tumor. I let it go. Yeah, I let it go because.
What was the joke?
Next time.
It's not a tumor.
Oh, he went for the low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
I went for the smart joke.
Well, either way, she's gone
it's not
forever.
It's not a reflection on either of us. It just is.
No.
She's gone forever, and well, actually, she's not gone forever. She's buried at my grandparents' house in the pet cemetery for good pets.
Well, let me ask you. You have one of her eggs still?
No.
Oh, well, never mind.
It's gonna go bad eventually.
Are you gonna try and clone her? What are you thinking?
Do you have one of her eggs?
No, she hasn't laid eggs in ages.
I'm wondering, because you could have fertilized it. Another one.
It's too late.
You made that.
You can't just take them out of the fridge and do whatever you're gonna do.
Not eat them.
I'm sure there's a way you could do it.
Yeah, there are whole companies that are built around fertilizing.
Yeah, it's Jurassic Park.
Well, I guess you can give vaccines to chickens through the egg. That's how they do it.
Life finds a way.
I guess, but
so will Matt.
If I could get this chicken to come back, I would trade all my other chickens for this one chicken.
Ouch.
That doesn't seem like fiscally responsible. If they're providing, more chickens are going to give you more things than one chicken.
I don't care. I want this one chicken who's much better than the other chickens.
Better at chickening?
Better
chicken
at
stuff?
just existing. This chicken would stare down a dog through the fence and not budge.
That's right.
Are you kidding me?
Beware of guard
is that?
chickens. Got it.
Are all of your chickens the same breed, Kate?
No, they are not. Unlike yours, you should have picked different ones.
Mine are not the same breed either.
Okay, never mind.
We have 2 of one and 3 of another, but we've noticed that the lavender
Orpingtons.
Yeah, I just want to combine the words. Lavender Orpingtons.
I think those are such
they
cool
are
chickens.
they are really cool looking. They're stupid. They are so
well.
stupid.
Well, they're street smart.
Well, they're not. They will not even jump up in their roost. They'll like just hang out on the ground and sleep there. They don't care.
That's dumb. That's so
Yeah,
dumb.
I know,
Oh my gosh.
I
You
know.
should go out there
Our
and scare
chickens
them.
sleep in the trees.
I've tried. They don't care. Anytime I go out there, they're like, "Oh, you get time to eat."
Oh my. What are the other chickens?
Brownies?
Rhode Island Reds.
Yeah.
No. I'll
Okay,
have to tell
just-
you later. I'll tell you later.
Okay, describe them more.
Just ask
extra
Aaron.
crispy.
I don't ask my kid. I don't know.
Well,
just keep talking about.
what are you
I don't-
doing
I'll
now?
ask Aaron. I'll tell you. I'm just gonna ask Aaron.
What are you doing right now? You got anything going on? You want to just figure out what
You're
your chickens are up
looking
to? Hey,
down.
get him on the podcast. Come on, bring him in.
I had a chicken in here in my office one time before we started the
That
podcast. She was sitting
Does
in my
not
lap.
surprise me at all.
You saw her and you were like, "What's that?" But
I have no memory of this.
This was a
I
while
remember.
ago.
Yeah, it's
The
quite a while ago.
chicken was in the
Episode 10.
It's been a hot minute since we've all talked about chickens because there are chickens on all three of our properties.
Yeah, so nobody
That's
can
why we're
laugh at me
changing
for
the name of
having
this
chickens.
podcast.
And,
No, we're fine.
yeah.
Free range podcast. Free
There you
range.
go.
Hey,
That was
there it
way
is. You're
better than what
welcome.
I was going for.
That's a free.
Yeah.
That's a free one for you.
And the podcast art for it can be the
Oh.
three of us drawn as chickens. All right.
It's done.
Well Summer.
done. There-
Well Summer is the other chickens.
Well, Summers. Okay.
There is somebody out there listening to this podcast right now who is fantastic at art, and you know who you are. Make it happen.
The free range podcast.
Free range podcast.
don't make
I want,
me a
I want
lavender
our
Orpington.
heads. I don't care what I am. I want our heads on chicken bodies.
What? You
Make
don't want
it
to just be
happen.
drawn as a chicken? I
could
do.
go
I
with
want to be
either.
drawn
Like
just as a chicken.
Chicken with Bubba hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want some interpretive art, but I want to know that it's Matt, Kate, and Bubba. That's what I want to know.
Okay, I'm in. I'll start working on it. Well, you weren't
Yeah,
talking to
well-
me. Oh,
I was not talking to you.
okay, that's fine.
I didn't want to say any names, but I'm specifically not talking to you.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
it
If
is.
I need my head, like I almost said photoshopped. If I need my head
can do that.
cut out and pasted onto a chicken's body, I'm calling
There
Matt.
you
Warren.
I am
go.
shopping that photo. Thank you. Come on.
Perfect.
To get
Dropping the
shopped
lead.
is yeah, it is a verb.
Hey, can
Well-
we move on to Red Dead? I want to talk
No,
about Red
because I
Dead.
want to say what happened when I was
Please?
burying
Okay,
my
Go
chicken.
ahead. I'm so sorry.
It was a lovely service.
Well, the
I will
moment
say that.
my shovel touched
Sing
the
that
ground, I
song.
started digging at the pet cemetery for good pets. It started raining and hailing.
No.
Yeah.
She
So I was
will
out there
be back.
digging. And my grandma was talking to me through the window. She was in like the bedroom and had the window open, talking to me through the window because she didn't want to get wet.
Oh, she knows better than to step foot on that hollowed ground.
Yep.
While I was digging, she's like, well, hurry up, you're going to get wet. And then the hail started, and I'm like, oh, gosh.
Hope you don't get dented.
Yeah, and then she's
Yeah,
like, what
you-
did your chicken do to have this happen while you're burying her? And I'm like, she didn't do
Yes.
anything.
The word is omen. Absolutely.
I mean, she did give somebody a scar with her claws
Did
on her
you-
arm.
There it is.
Did you
So-
leave any food out for her just in case?
No, I did
With
not do
chicken.
the Filipino tradition
Yeah.
of leaving food out so they suck out the flavor.
I mean-
I did not do that for her.
Okay.
Do you sprinkle some some bird seed like right there? Some
thought
corn or
about
something?
it,
It's
but
more
they
like
have-
she came back to life. Like
No, well, I thought about it, but my grandparents have a bird feeder and like squirrels, and I
should be
just
okay, yeah.
rather be safe than sorry. I just leave it in the feeder. Okay, now I'm ready to move on.
Okay, hey, Kate, Matt, you guys have both been playing Red Dead. I want to hear about it.
online.
We tried is the key
On
word.
the online.
Yeah.
Do you want to say what happened right at the very beginning? The very first
Well,
thing
let's
that
just
happened.
say it took a little bit.
Because that would have been great.
It took a long time because it just would not load.
Yeah,
Like
we
for
both-
Kate, and then it wouldn't load for me, and then, but then straight away, we finally get in there, and I don't even know how it happened, but like, I started going towards a mission that I thought we should go to. There's a stranger, and Kate, we're both on our horses. Kate decides just to walk right out in front of me.
No,
And-
I did not do that.
It
And my
gets
horse-
blasted.
I got blasted. I got thrown off of my horse.
So
my
did
horse
I.
is down. But my horse is near death. Like this was Horpins too. Like he didn't even have to like.
Already for online?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Horpin stew is here to say. But he almost died. Like, I had to revive him, and I had taken this horse to the stable before Kate and I started. And I got some horse reviver. I was like, just in case things happen. I get that.
Yeah. You can never be too careful.
Right. I'm really glad I did, because it was scary. I just can't even believe, like, he must have soft bones or something.
He has
I
avian
fell
bird
off-
bone syndrome.
Yeah. I fell off my horse too, in case you didn't notice, although my horse was fine and didn't need
No, I didn't. I was flying through the air.
So walk me through it. Like, she cuts you off, and then your horse
Allegedly.
rams her?
I've just run right into her because she's stationary and I'm going forward and she steps right in front of me. I just smash right into her. Like, last second,
Like,
she's
you
like,
T-boned her?
yeah, she decides to move at the last second. And I do a barrel roll, like head over heels, like through the air. My horse doesn't love it. He probably broke his neck.
That was the
in-
funniest thing.
That was legit in the first 15 seconds of us playing together. Like, it couldn't
How
have gone
did you
any
not
worse.
see her, though?
I saw
'Cause
her.
if she was
I
stationary.
I was going next to her, and she decided to move forward right at the last second. Like, hey, guess this is a good spot to move.
But
Yeah, moved right into me. Like,
I did not
was
do it
try-
on purpose.
you don't give a wide berth in horses. Horses like to be close together, but not that close.
For the record, number one, it was truly an accident on my part. I did not do that on purpose so that you would fall and your horse would be injured.
She
Number
was
two,
crying. She was laughing so hard.
I was crying. And the whole time he could hear me speaking,
Yeah.
but I couldn't hear him. So he just listened
I
to me
was
laugh
shocked.
for like 4 minutes.
And that's
Did you
another thing.
hear
I'm not sure why
Steven
we couldn't talk
talking?
to each other. No, I didn't, because of the
Well, Steven-
You gotta
Steven
hop on
was like-
Discord.
Steven was like, why are
That's
you
a better
laughing?
idea.
Why are you laughing at him? And I'm like, did you not see what happened?
I don't know why we didn't record it. Like, we could have just like done a clip, right?
We could have just
Yo.
pressed the share button and it would have
I
saved
know.
the last 15
But
minutes. But I was laughing
needed-
too hard. I couldn't.
I needed you to do it.
Push it
I
now.
was in tears. Might be probably not too
Yeah,
late, right?
see what happens.
So we went on and we finally we got to the
going.
stranger.
You did more after this.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
very
well,
quickly.
I mean that was 15 seconds. We've got to keep going here. So we went to the stranger and
Again with the omen here.
and we got there and for whatever reason we couldn't do the mission together. So then we were doing solo mission online, and
It
I
was
don't
so
know.
weird.
Is it
don't know.
broken? Is that what the problem is?
I don't know. I wonder if there's certain missions you can only do by yourself, and we just
I
decided
don't
to choose.
know, but
one
I
that
didn't
was-
see anything there that said like you couldn't do it together.
Right. So
Rockstar
we're
is
gonna-
so good at online stuff that it kind of makes me think it was y'all's fault.
It could have been.
would
We
you
didn't. We
not?
didn't know what we were doing. Well,
We're fine.
I mean, I could. Yeah.
No, it was our first time playing online, like as a posse, as a free range posse.
were
game.
we even a posse? Is that
The
how you?
free
We didn't
range
even.
posse game.
We didn't even
I-
set it
I
up.
thought we were. No, I was a mental posse.
Oh well, yeah, but we didn't set it up officially.
Maybe that's why.
Well, I think two does not a posse make. We needed a third.
Wow.
Hey,
I don't know.
I started it. Okay, I started Red Dead, but I had to play the regular like single player stuff because I had like a 6 gig update that I had to do
Yeah.
in order to play online.
Well,
Well,
you
we're gonna
should
try-
play the single player
What's your Tuesday evening look like this week?
tomorrow. I mean,
That's
Tuesday, I have to teach class until 8 o'clock my time, which would be 9
Okay.
o'clock your
yeah,
time. I would
blah,
be
blah.
yeah. I like that.
I would be home at probably. I could get home at 8:30.
You better hurry up.
The
You
latest.
cut a class early.
No, I'm the teacher. So.
can you ditch?
Well, look at the time.
Also, I do have to fly out Wednesday
Yes.
morning.
Yeah, me too. Wednesday morning, what time?
Early-ish, 8, 7.
8. Wow, I chose a bad flight for you.
You didn't choose a good one. No. When do you get in?
I leave at 12:55.
When do
PM.
you get in?
Oh, an hour after you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just don't want to be waiting at the airport all by my
Okay,
onesies.
so whatever. We're
No.
not playing.
Oh,
we're not playing
okay.
then.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
We're not playing then.
Well, I mean, I can
We're
get
not doing
on.
Tuesday.
I can get on that evening and we can see what's up.
For about 15 minutes.
We'll try it. We'll try to kill a horse and we'll go from there. Okay?
Did you notice what my horse was named, by the way?
No.
It was named Bubba.
Perfect.
I didn't
See,
have
was
any name
there.
ideas, so I named
Yeah,
it
we don't
Bubba.
need you. We're probably fine.
I was there.
Well,
I do like Red Dead though. It's fun.
it is fun.
Good.
Yeah,
It
it's
is fun.
I did not get very far. I will just kind of start there. I saved Sadie Adler.
Sadie.
Sorry,
Sadie.
I was knocking something over.
It's-
Sadie Adler.
There you go.
I saved Sadie, and she's welcome. That we are bad people, but we're not those guys, I think was kind of the quote there.
Yes, it was.
And so, I mean, all that to say, I'm probably 20 minutes into the campaign. So I'm crushing it.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
But I did like it. I thought it was really great storytelling. I liked the way that like things in the environment, like walking through the snow, how it keeps the footpaths, and like in a lot of games, you get so far and then it starts to fill in those spots because it can't render everything.
Well, it's
just like-
because it keeps snowing.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's that also.
But it was really good. I opted not to kill the guy. That's probably going to come back and bite me, but I'm not a bad guy. Okay.
Well, I
I'm a
killed him this time on my third playthrough. It's not a real, true third playthrough.
Third time's the charm.
I just wanted a comfort game because the chicken died. So I started a new Red Dead story.
How far are you?
I'm ahead of you.
Okay, well, didn't have to brag, but
Good luck.
just trying to make conversation here.
You'll be fine.
Well, let's try. Hey, as soon as we get the kinks worked out and we all can play together, we would love for, well, if you play Red Dead Online, come show us how to play.
yeah.
Please
Please help
show
us.
us how to not T-bone each other while riding horses.
Please
That would
help
be fantastic.
We're fine.
and join the free range posse.
Free range
Dang.
posse cast.
There we go.
Hey, Kate, what else have you been playing?
Jedi Fallen Order. It has been extremely difficult for me to get through this game.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how they expect you to figure out some of the stuff. Maybe my brain's just turned off and done by the time I start playing. But it's like I don't see things and I get lost and I keep going around in circles and it just makes me more and more angry.
Are you using
Are
the
you-
Force?
I try to
That's
use
a
the
very good
Force.
question.
I use the Force, and I really think the Force is really cool. I just got this double-sided whatever lightsaber
Keep it
that is
down.
fire.
Spoilers.
How long have you been playing, Kate?
I'm a good part of the way through.
Jeez, you don't play anything halfway. Good grief.
Doesn't mess around.
I'm-
I don't have that
I'm-
thing yet.
I'm getting through it. There's a couple different points you can get that at too, so
cool.
it depends. But some of the things I do like about the game are
Is it lightsabers?
What?
No, I like the
Star
lightsabers.
Warsy things.
I like the lightsabers. I like the Force. It's really no.
You're doing great.
You're selling me here.
No,
Naomi.
it's really cool because I was trying to think when was the last time I played a Star Wars game. I don't even know. So to play a Star Wars game with like lightsabers and combat and the Force on a 4K PS4 Pro is pretty cool. I kind
How
of
does
think
it stack up to Knights of the Old Republic? For
I
you?
didn't play that game.
Really,
No,
Caitlin Katawaki, you
Why?
would love that.
because it's a BioWare game. Is that why?
It is the like epitome of BioWare games. BioWare is what it is because of things that they did in that game.
Yeah, well, it's too old now.
And it's Star Wars.
I'll consider it.
Knights of the Old Republic 2 is like heralded as one of the best RPG experiences out there.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, you most
Oh,
certainly
we'll-
will. We'll talk to you
We'll
next
see.
week about that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. The game actually is like a super lonely game. I said it to Steven. I'm like, this is a really lonely
I
experience.
got that droid.
Like, it's just you and the droid. You're talking to a computer with legs. You
Yep.
guys are just going on this adventure. The last of the Jedi, walking on these planets, looking at tombs and solving puzzles. And it's like everybody else is a bad guy. I mean, you have a couple people, but I'm like, this is kind of like, I feel bad for him, for Cal. I really do. I feel sorry for him. It's really lonely and sad.
Well, thanks, Anakin.
That's true.
And the younglings.
Yeah, he had a lot of friends
Anakin.
at one point.
What else were you going to say about that?
I like that game. I'm not all the way through it by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's a fun play, and I love that it doesn't tell you anything. Like, you get to that one of the first spots you go to, and it's just like, hey, we're going to drop you on this place. You have to go and explore and decide where you can and cannot go. To me, that's very Hyper Light Drifter is a recent, adaptation of like the Legend of Zelda original.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop you down a location and go.
Yeah, well,
Deal
see,
with
that
it.
triggered me. Well, not triggered. How about that made me see red because I'm like, where do I go? I want to get out of here. Just tell me where to go. And it's like, here's a couple options. I'm like, no. I don't want options. I want the one way to go to get to the next part. And then there's the whole,
Even
you
when
have
I
to...
pulled up the map, it only made me more confused. To
Exactly.
Look at
The map is
exactly.
very
That's what I'm
confusing.
saying. So I think I've got the hang of it now. But before, I was trying literally just to get back to my ship. And you have to go all the way back through the way you came. I just about lost my mind. Steven's like, it's right there. It's right there. I'm like, no, it's not.
You jump? You tried jumping?
It's not.
Use the force.
Yeah,
Probably
press
didn't
X.
have the double jump.
I
So-
didn't have the double jump.
Spoilers.
It wasn't even anything. It wasn't even. It just. But
Was
it
there a
reminds
ladder?
me of Star Wars Uncharted, but a little bit more like claustrophobic in the sense of like the world isn't as big as like an Uncharted game.
Oh,
Who's
do you need to
calling
get
me?
that, Kate?
It's a spammer. How is it making noise? It's muted.
It must be on your,
Challenge.
must be on
Please
your
just ignore
friends
the phone
list.
call I received. That was not
can't-
part of this.
I already
podcast.
ignored a potential spam, so Matt, expect yours here.
Now I'm going to turn it all the way down. Anyways, does that make sense? That
Yeah.
it feels a little bit claustrophobic sometimes. Like there's like this is the path. There is, and that's the way that it is. Like
Well, what do you want here? You want open world, or do you want like nope? You want like a direct? Like, do you want open world where you can go, whichever planet you want to, or do you want like an enclosed path, linear experience? What do you want?
it's fine if it's a linear experience. I just keep getting confused, which I will say is not 100% their fault. I'm also a
Did you ask
very.
Yoda?
I haven't asked him anything yet, but I'm also a very clumsy fighter.
Oh, yeah.
So that on me makes things a little difficult, and I am fully aware it's my issue. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
Still,
get good.
yeah, it feels good to cut him down with the lightsaber, use the dark side.
Oof.
Wow.
If you haven't played, you probably missed out on getting it for dirt cheap from Redbox. They were doing that liquidation with all their games, and that's where I picked mine up. When I set up my PS4, I almost booted it up again with Fallen Order because that's what was in the drive, and I was like, if I don't start Red Dead right now, I will never start Red Dead.
Good,
So
start it. I will finish it. Don't get me wrong. I will finish
Yeah.
this game. I'm dedicated to finishing it. It's not bad.
Alright.
It's not
Good
bad.
talk.
Like I just am struggling with some aspects of it. It has that Breath of the Wild feel to some of it, like the
Oh, yeah.
puzzles. And I'm like, ugh, I
See, and
can't do
would-
that right now.
I would
like,
say that I don't feel like it's claustrophobic for me. I
you,
feel like
it's
I
not?
have too many options. Like it's too wide open that I could. That's why I just wandered for probably 2 hours on
oh my gosh.
through that thing. Just like, well, I'll try this, and then I would keep dying, and I'm like, I could probably do that better. When the game is trying to tell me you're not supposed to be here yet, And I said, you're not my dad.
Yeah, I'll do what I
And
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fall 5 times down the same cavern.
I've done, yeah,
Absolutely.
yep.
I'm glad it's not just me.
But anyway, yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. I mean, I think that's a recommendation from the three of us. It's a good fun play, even if you're not necessarily a Star Wars bro. It doesn't matter because there's a lot in there that nobody knows about. So
Yeah, it's
go
true.
get you some.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, what have you been playing?
Well, we bought Beasts of Balance because
Yes,
it was so freaking cheap compared to what it normally is.
Compared to most games, period.
Yeah. So we've been playing a lot of that. Like, it's one of those games that the kids will just bust out. They call it Bob because that's what the app says. You guys want to play Bob? Oh, I get what Bob is. It's Beast of Balance. That makes sense. Like, yeah, what? You didn't get it the first time? So we've been playing a lot of that, and Ezra has been...
Answer me this real quick before you move on, because I don't have that box.
Yeah.
What did it come with beast-wise?
It came with all of the base set.
Okay.
And then it also came with the Omni Beast.
Okay.
And it came with the battle cards.
Okay, so you didn't get Flamingo or Hot Belly or Chameleon.
No.
Okay.
Just Omni Beast.
All right.
I
Just
know,
trying to
rude,
understand, like, when I tell people go get that, but you do get the battle cards, which is, if you get the app, it has battles in it. It's not necessarily an upgrade. It is the new base game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And by new, I mean final, because out of business.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
It made me want to go look for the other beasts, but I don't know where to get them now unless I wanted to buy them on eBay.
Internet.
The online.
I poked around and just like Amazon didn't have jack or squat. And I just
No,
assumed
because
they
were Kickstarter exclusives in the bundle, and they never sold them retail. They sold them direct, but they never sold them retail after that.
Well, I got a little insert saying if I answered a survey, I'd get 25% off stuff, but there's no website any longer. So I said, yeah, I rate you 1, terrible website. So we've been playing that, and Ezra's been doing a lot of like solo play where he'll just sit and stack and try to beat his high score, and
That's how you do it.
Yep. So he's starting to get kind of the mechanics of the game, like not just trying to stack as high as you can, but trying to save and morph. What do you call it? Line? Merge.
Morph?
Merge.
Did you say line?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been good. We also played Sorcerer City the other day, and
Such a good game.
that's going to be in definitely one of my top played games this year. I think I'm already at 10 times, and that's going to help me meet one of my BG stat goals of 10 games played 10 times. So
Yeah.
boom, played it.
Which the more you actually play it, the easier that one is to actually complete. It's not nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be to do, but
You get in there. I need to make sure I diversify my plays, but
yeah.
that one is going to get a lot of plays. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing again. And I know that you and I are going to be at PAX East this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And so if you're at PAX East, those of you who are listening, come say hello. We'll be in the Skybound booth for part of the day.
Yes, we will. One hundo.
Yeah.
We will.
Can people get like a signature from you and like a photo with you and stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little meet and greet.
Well, meet and greet. Yeah, absolutely. We'll sign. If you have a photo, we'll sign it.
Hey Matt, I was just on Yield eBay, and you can
heard
get
of
the
it.
More Beasts expansion for Beasts of Balance for a cool $72.57. Oh, I'm sorry,
Well.
plus $25.50 shipping.
Deal.
That I feel like people rip you off for that shipping. There's no way. There's no way.
Why would you $25 to ship? Why?
They want $100 total is what they want, and they're
desperate.
gonna ship it for like $10 or no way.
Less. She's. They're gonna ship it as slow as they possibly can.
Lame.
Oh, it's shipping from the UK. Never mind. That kind of answers that question.
Well,
Boom
see about
roasted.
that.
Still, outrage.
Yeah, and that's all. Honestly, besides Red Dead Online, that's about all I've been playing. Besides my usual nightly game of NHL 20.
Well, you gotta wind down.
I do. I'll play one game, and you can play a game in like 15 or 20 minutes. So
Do you have it set to only when you're in?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm doing the like be a player or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So doing really well. I'm in the first line center, and leading the team in points. pretty good job.
How many what are you scoring? Like, how many we're talking? Are we in the teens?
I think I've played 21 games in this season, and I have 12 goals and probably 23 assists. So,
because when I played FIFA, a normal game of soccer it's high if you score 4 goals. Like, that's a high score.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like goals a game.
I was scoring 12 to 15 goals a game.
Whoa. No, I
funny.
bumped up the difficulty so it's more realistic. So average score is like 3 to 5 ish. But
Yeah,
I'm
just trying to make posters. I just want highlights. Like,
I gotcha.
yeah.
I'll teach you.
Well, good for you for playing an actual game.
Thanks.
And
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Not just banging on fools. But I played so long and never got called up to the majors. Like, I don't understand how soccer
you
works.
scored too many.
Sucks
Oh,
to
yeah,
suck.
I'm too good. That's it. I don't
Yeah, I
want to
can't
make
pay
anybody
you.
look bad.
Yeah, I can't pay you.
Well, I've been watching Lego Masters. So we talk about this every week, right?
Yes.
Matt, did you get a chance to watch this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
'Kay.
That's good.
So hopefully you guys have also had a chance to watch this. I think we can just kind of like barrel through these things with minor spoilers. Just know every week we're going to talk about Lego Masters.
Yeah.
Just
Deal
get
with
it.
it.
So this week the build was the best host in all of hosts, and I will keep saying this because this is really what's holding it together for me. Will Arnett cuts a bike in half to begin the show, and then they go from like, oh, well, he's cutting it in half. What are we gonna have to do? Oh, we're gonna have to recreate it. That's what they think. They're gonna have to recreate the second half of the bike. But what ends up happening is they have to reimagine what the rest of it looks like.
Right.
And so, like, you have to tell a story with the
wow.
half. And so, not everybody got the bike. The people that got the bike, that father-son combo, I think they actually did the worst. Like, I might have voted them off.
Yeah, I agree.
It was like the Timmy the monkey goes to the
I don't know
monkey
how
show
it
or
even
something.
worked with the bike. It didn't even like go with the bike. The
It was
bike
just-
was in his back.
It was seriously just the
What?
back of a bike coming out of where, like, his tail should be.
It
Sounds gross.
I even thought the people who won with the man clock, I was like, I get it. You made a cool story. The stuff moves, but like, I don't
Yeah.
like it. I didn't like it.
Who would you have picked?
I think that I probably would have gone. Man, they ripped on the small scale submarine helmet. Like they said, it was
Oh,
too
yeah.
small.
That was
I thought that
dope,
looked
though.
so good. I thought the telescope looked so good. Like those were awesome.
I told Anna, I was like, that husband or the husband and wife combo, that dude, he's probably gonna get hired by Lego.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any way that he gets out of this without getting hired by Lego, because he just gets it. He understands.
that
and this is
freaking
with,
the
like-
tree and the smoke. I was like, those look
Dude, that was
ridiculous.
Kate,
Dang.
we'll
This kind of makes
post-
me want to watch it, though.
They were. It was.
We'll post some pictures. Like the way, and they even commented on it. They're like, the way that you did, like he had a rocket coming out of the top of this telescope, and like the rocket was supported by the plume of smoke trail that it made as it was coming off.
Oh my
And it had all of
gosh.
these like spherical Lego.
It
plumes of,
looked like smoke billowing out. Like
It
was
looked
crazy.
amazing.
That's awesome.
That was my pick. That would have been my pick to
Yeah.
win it all. I also thought that it was like the two brothers that did the giant octopus where they were playing the
Yeah.
guitar and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it was a sculpting challenge. Like that's why they
Yeah.
ripped on the little head so much. It was a sculpting challenge. I did not expect the same people that were in the bottom two. What was it? It was Jessica and Sam, maybe. I think their names. I didn't have any of this written down. But the two that were always fighting, like at each other's throats,
yeah,
they had half of a fire hydrant and the other half was a mermaid, like coming out of
Exploding out of it, yeah, with water around it.
But it was like, it wasn't how the artist depicted it to begin with. Like at the beginning of the show, it was like the mermaid was going to be like coming out of it. But what they did was they just like sculpted it onto the other side. Yeah, like the bow of a ship is kind of how they did it, but more flat.
Yeah.
They ended up winning, and I was like, I don't fully understand.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I thought that this week seemed a little off to me. I feel like the talent was not, it did not win.
No.
But
I do think though that those Beard Bros, I think that they had a laptop that was cut in half.
I thought it was cool.
Well, they spent the better part of the episode going, what are we supposed to do with a laptop? Like, and then the idea that they came up with was, hey, this is, whoever, whatever, he uses this to do his job. And then it was a thing coming out of the top that had like different sections in it. And like, hey, this is what he uses his laptop for. And then they ripped him because they're like, I feel like this is too two-dimensional. I'd like to see more. And I was like, I think that looks cool. Like,
it was almost like
clean.
almost like little Polaroid pictures of like snippets of things he does with his laptop.
Yes,
it was cool.
Yes,
that sounds cool.
It was cool. So I mean, like another good episode, another great episode. I think it was. This is not my favorite. This is probably like my least favorite of the 3 episodes that we've had so far. But I think it's still up there for me. So if you're not watching Lego Masters,
do it,
Kate. Go watch Lego Masters. It's a fun show, and Will Arnett is just the freaking best. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Speaking of things that I'm watching, I binge a lot. I binge, I gorge, I do all that stuff.
Okay.
I've been putting off watching Lock and Key, and I finally gave in. And in the span of a day and a half, I have like 2 episodes left to watch.
How many are there?
There are 9, 13-ish, 12, something. I don't know.
20, 30.
But they're an hour-ish a piece. And so you can do the math. It's a fun show. It is not
very good things.
It's not what I would call kid appropriate.
Oh.
So don't watch it with kids. But it's like, I don't know, a lot of it's like PG-13 plus kind of stuff. Like, I just wouldn't. There are some things in there that I don't want my kids saying. There are some questions in there I don't want to answer for my kids. So, but like as an adult, I think it's a pretty good show. I mean, it's fun. It's smart. That's what I keep saying. I feel like this show is smart. It's all based around this family that goes back to their home, like their ancestral home, basically, in Massachusetts. And like every house in Massachusetts, it's haunted. And the haunting is like, it's not like, what was the name of it? Was the name of the show The Haunting? Crap, why can't I remember it?
The Haunting.
A House on Haunted Hill. That's what it was. The House on Haunted Hill. And that show I loved, but it was like legit scary, terrifying kind of a deal. This is like more whimsical versions of that. And you don't, it's not like a massive haunting all the time. They're finding special magical keys that each one of them has a different power.
So I'm not going to watch it and
their last name is Locke, L-O-C-K-E.
Oh.
And they're finding keys, Lock and Key. Key House is what they call it.
If I watch it, it's not going to give me nightmares to where I can't go to sleep at night.
I don't think so. I really don't. There are some like purposefully scary moments, like terrifying moments, but it's not. But here's the deal. It's not one right after another. They don't consume the whole show. They're telling stories that are really good. And the basis of it is that like each one of these keys being magical, they're like weapons, but we don't know what they're weapons for yet. So the protagonists are oh man, I'm trying to use that word. Which one's the good guys or the protagonists?
Antagonist.
They're antagonists?
No, the bad guys are the
prota-
antagonists. The good
Okay,
guys
so the protagonists
are
are trying to collect the keys, and they're the keepers of the keys. They're like the stewards of the keys, right?
Stewards,
And then
yeah.
the antagonist is trying to get the keys from them to do the thing, whatever the thing is.
Not a good steward.
Not a terrible
No,
steward.
Not a good steward.
Bad steward. And so it's great. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but then I sat down and I watched like 8 episodes straight. So do with that what you will. We also played another game of Gloomhaven. I say another game. We finished our first scenario, and I called Matt no less than 5 times to get clarification.
Right in there.
And every time I called Matt, I just started talking immediately. It wasn't,
Hey,
hey,
I
man.
picked it up. I picked it up. We're good.
Yeah, and he would always say, "Hello," and I would go, "So we're in this room," and he was just like, like we jumped right into the conversation.
I don't think
But
I
it
was
was
too
good.
helpful.
You were,
I just
actually.
Okay, great. I just feel like I hadn't played the game in
Wow.
so long that my brain. There's been too many games between here and Gloomhaven for me. So
Oh yeah. Well, and we had gone 2 weeks without even thinking about Gloomhaven, so
you need
It was-
what you need is you need one person who loves to read about rules and
Yes.
errata and how to play certain scenarios. But you need that person.
Oh, yeah.
And because they're gonna come back and be like, I was reading this, we've been doing this wrong. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you.
yeah. Well, you sent me that website, common things that people
Yeah.
common rule, whatever, and I was like, oh hey guys, by the way, number 1. We're doing that 100%. Yeah.
What was it?
So
Common mistakes that peasants make their first time playing Gloomhaven?
Well, they're not
basic.
peasants,
If
they're
you had
heroes.
written the title, that's exactly what it would have said. Yeah. So, but we got through our first scenario. I like to say that we only had 1 member go down, which was good.
Right. Good.
And then we unlocked Area 70. So we're deciding not to go there next because it just seems like a bad time. So
You sure?
pretty sure we're going to go to 2 instead of 70 and just kind of, we're going to work our way up. Yeah.
Big mistake.
But just having more fun, loving it. Possibility we're going to take a break from it already just because we're having the hardest time getting 4 people to sit down and play this game.
Yep.
So we'll see. I don't know, but we want to press on. We need to look into, hey, if we have that person sit out, what do we do with their character?
They just don't play. One of the groups I played in, they had, I think there were 7 of us that could play, but even like not everyone would show up. So you're like, all right, you ready to play? You just kind of continue with the story.
Yeah. And they don't level, or are you
Nope,
bringing
they don't
them up
level.
to your level?
They don't level because
well,
you're
that's-
all going to start
that's
leveling a
their
little
penance.
differently too. Like, I don't.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have to kill knights. Like, that's my... I will tell you now, because we did go back and read the rules. I have to kill different types of knights in order to retire.
Good luck.
well,
Yeah.
sounds like
Fire
you got
knight,
your
demon
work
knight, like
cut
all
out
these
for
things.
you.
I'm like, yeah, I'm having a hard enough time just killing scalies right now. So,
You'll get there.
if we...
The Cragheart.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's I'm doing really good at keeping my party alive right now. So, they're welcome.
That's what he does.
Yeah. We also that night played Funkoverse, which did not go over well at my game night.
What, Harry Potter?
No, we got the DC one.
Oh.
But it's honestly, from what I understand, it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Just interchangeable characters and what they do. So we just got done playing Gloomhaven, and then we turn around and play Funkoverse, and the guy that was not into Gloomhaven was into Funkoverse, thought it was great. The guy who was into Gloomhaven was not into Funkoverse, and so I kept saying, "Oh, are we moving too fast for you? And we need to stop and explain the rules a little bit more." Like, literally, Funkoverse is not difficult at all.
I hear it's pretty
Well-
vanilla.
It's
For
capture
some
the
people.
flag, and it's control points. and then you like move your guy, and that's like you move in. You get 2 things you can do. It's not difficult at all. But we played that. It's decent. It's not in my top anything. It was a game I got for super cheap. I think it was like Beast of Balance.
Yeah, no
money,
cheaper.
so-
Yeah.
But I was not gonna get it at 60 at all.
No.
But they were like, hey, you can get it for 20. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get it for 20. And then we also played Space Team. Space Team's just a great time.
Yep.
Even people who don't want to play games, like you have to keep up in Space Team. So you're shouting at each other, you're playing cards, you're moving seats, you're pulling people back in from floating off into space. Like it's a game that involves you whether you want it to or not. And the good thing is it takes 5 minutes to play and then you're done. And you can play another one if you want to or not. Space Team's it's a jam. So, hey, those are a couple of games that we've been playing. Be sure to hit us up on Free Play Podcast at Free Play Podcast on Twitter, and let us know if you wanna join our free range posse, and we'll get in on that Red Dead 2 live. We do play on PlayStation. That's
the only thing.
I don't know if we
Full
mentioned that or
PlayStation
not,
4. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
PlayStation
that's right.
4.
Yeah,
Play it on
PlayStation 4. Yeah.
Also, please help us figure out how to play it.
No, Kate, leave me alone.
all of you PlayStation 2 players. We're sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, let's move on to the meat here. Kate, we are doing our Ask Us Anything, and we got a couple of really good questions.
We got some good questions from the community. It's called the Free Play AUA. Put a
Free
cool
play.
sound effect here.
AUA. Wow.
Okay, there you go.
There it
So
is.
we asked the community to ask us anything, literally anything. And here's a couple of questions that we received. The first question is from Jonathan Reedy,
My man.
and he asks if you could swap any character from a video game and put them into any other video game, who would you choose and what game would you put them in? Example, throwing Waluigi into Dragon Age.
Which I think is, we're all just going to settle on that, right? Like,
That's
why?
funny.
Probably all I want right there. Yeah.
We
That's
don't even
really
need the
funny.
conversation here.
That's funny. Who wants to go first? You know.
Here's what I would do. And it's because, people always ask the question, oh, what's your favorite Pokemon? Kirby. Kirby is my favorite Pokemon.
That's a good answer.
And people are like, oh, Kirby's not a Pokemon. I would take Kirby and put him into Pokemon because I think that's where he belongs.
How cute.
I'd take him right now. Put him into Sword and Shield. Let's go.
Is this like
DLC
his
me, bro.
final evolution is how he is?
No, he's like a Ditto in that he doesn't have a final evolution. He just becomes the other thing.
He is what he is.
Yep. So if you have a Kirby eat a Ditto, oh man, you just forget about it. It's like that commercial where the guy puts a piece of buttered toast on the back of the cat and then puts the cat upside down and then just like drops him.
Yep.
And he just spins and spins and spins.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't even
Kirby.
know what that is.
I do. I follow.
Yeah, it's you have a television?
No.
No.
Maybe next time.
I'm struggling with this question. I would obviously put Link in any game, but also Kate showed me this video of Red Dead Legos, and I would play a Red Dead Lego game like it was my job. So not
Wasn't that
exactly.
cool?
1999. Yeah.
Was
Not
that video
exactly.
not
It was so
the most
cool.
awesome thing?
It made me want to play that game instantly. So I guess I would put Legos into Red Dead. Is that a character?
I think it works. It works. I'll have
What
to
about-
find that link on the video and post it on our
Thing.
social media because it was a really cool video.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Well,
Thanks for
'cause I
sharing,
didn't-
guys.
Well,
so
she-
that tells me that
she-
you have a separate messenger
No, she
that
tagged me on
I'm not
Instagram.
a part of.
She
I
tagged me on
tagged
Instagram.
him on whatever it was.
Hey,
so
Insta.
Hey, it's
get
fine.
bent.
It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Kate, what about you?
I would put Dutch Vanderlyn from Red Dead Redemption 2 into Mass Effect Andromeda and watch him destroy the galaxy. There's a planet in the Andromeda system called Kadara, and it's where all the like exiles and pirates and criminals go. I think no matter where you would drop Dutch Vanderland in the Mass Effect universe, he would end up on Kadara, and he would end up. There's a shadow figure kind of person who like runs all the criminal activity on Kadara. He would turn into that person, except he has too much pride to be a shadow, so everyone would know who he was.
Have some faith, Kate.
Then he would start a war with the I forget what it's called. Here? I forget what it's with the initiative, and use the Krogan. He would go talk to the Krogan, get them all riled up, start a galaxy war.
I place one brick on top of another one. We shoot some things about pistols and the Legos.
Exactly. Then there would be a full-scale war between the initiative and the Krogan, because there's already bad vibes there. Then everybody else.
He's not
would get
invited.
involved.
Okay, this is too much.
What?
He's not invited.
He has to stay in Red Dead.
Yeah,
he would
sorry.
have to stay in cryo. He would have
Too
to stay
much.
in cryo, but
Yeah.
Well,
that's as far as I've thought it. But
that's it. Oh,
that's it.
You've only thought it all the way
Yeah,
through.
we'll come back to you
Okay.
next week. Get some quotes.
just to the Krogan Initiative War.
Yeah, better get your Bioshock journal out.
Matt, did you
what is it?
play as Link?
What?
Biohazard. Did you play as Link in Soul Calibur 2 for GameCube?
No, I didn't have Soul Calibur 2 for GameCube. I had it for PlayStation 2.
He was there.
I know he was, and I'm angry that I don't have it.
Super mad about it.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
All right, Kate, what's our next one here?
Sorry, I was burping, so I didn't go right into it.
Okay, well.
This next question is from Eric Matthew Walker. He wants to know, why don't any of you play games on PC?
Skrilla. I don't have any Skrilla.
Yeah, great question. None Your Beeswax Incorporated. The government has kind of segregated people into tax brackets, and we fall in the no PC tax bracket. So
Yeah, low money
yeah.
joint.
Honestly, I think that's the answer across the board for us is cash. If
Well,
we had,
I still wouldn't. If I had the money, I still wouldn't play PC.
Well,
It's just not my home console.
100% you would.
No, I wouldn't.
100% you would.
Why would
Kate,
I?
Well, I wouldn't say it would become your primary, but it's like you can play Steam games on a PC.
I could play Steam games on this MacBook.
Don't you dare.
That's very
I
true.
play
She
Stardew
can.
Valley and Sims 4 on this here
You
MacBook.
can play some Steam games. You can't play games that other people play. Like for me, that's what it is. Like, hey, if somebody said, "Hey, Bubba, I've got X dollars here, or I'm gonna give you a PC," I've said it before. I would play in a heartbeat on PC stuff, but it's a lot of money to get into it. You know, I don't
doesn't
have
it hurt your back like hunched over like that? When you're playing the PlayStation, you can just lay on the ground or the couch or something. But if you're in a PC, you have to sit in a chair.
Well, Kate, it's not 1982. You can use Bluetooth controllers now or a wired controller.
How do you expect people like Matt and I to be able to use that technology? We can barely
My back
use Skype.
hurts. Okay.
Well, we're going to get you a backiotomy. You get one backiotomy a year with PC.
I will say one thing, and I think we all kind of
is
agree
it?
on the money thing. The other thing that kind of keeps me from it, I want to be able to put my game into my system and turn it on, and barring some type of update, it will play it. I don't need to upgrade I don't have to upgrade anything in order to play a game. It just plays. The end, amen.
Well,
And usually PC ports of games that we play, because you guys know the stuff we play, are usually
Good
broken
games.
because they are ports, and a lot less time and effort is put into those. Hopefully that's changed over time. I don't know, but I'm telling you right now, I would play. I'd play in a heartbeat. It would not even be a question. I would do it. I just don't have a machine that can run anything. If you're like, hey, let's play Call of Duty, I'm like, no, I can't.
Play on my phone.
Yeah. I got you on Moby.
Yeah.
that's funny.
so-
Wasn't expecting that.
Hey, Eric, make it happen. Let's go.
We'll take 3.
What about
And
this
then
next one?
I'll just take the cash and put it in my pocket. The next one
I'll-
is from our.
I got the next one.
What?
I'll answer this.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
read it and I'll answer it. Which one
Okay.
of you, is this from April Lynn? Hello, April Lynn. Which one of you would be most likely to survive the Thunderdome? It would be me. Let's move on.
That's funny because I was gonna say that I genuinely think it would be Bubba.
I was gonna also say me. Yeah.
No, hell no. Sorry, heavens no.
I genuinely think
What?
Bubba. I think
Hold on.
Bubby's little scrappy little fighter. I think he could
No,
win it.
no.
I
Bubba
think that
tried
I would
to talk his way
die
out of it.
immediately.
Bubba just tried to talk his way out of it.
Dude, you gotta.
What's wrong with
I've
that?
been
You
watching a
have-
lot of Survivor lately. You
Yeah,
gotta build
what's-
the alliance.
The
You guys
immunity
still
idol.
know what you're doing. Yeah, I'll find the idol. It'll be fine.
No, I've watched that movie about the Mockingjay with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah,
What's that one called?
absolutely.
Hunger
Mockingjay?
Games.
Hunger Games. Hungry Games. And I'm a
Hungry
hungry
Gamers.
man.
I don't know. I
Hungry
think,
man.
and the fact that I'm not advocating for myself here means that I strongly believe that Bubba could take the
It would
victory in
be
this.
it would be close.
Kate, I think that if you could have a +1, you would win because your +1 would be Steven, and he would
Oh,
beat
if
all
I
of us
I
immediately.
could have
No,
a
you
plus
can't
one,
do that.
it means-
We'll give you +1
But
stat.
I'm
We'll give you
just
+1
saying,
speed. Okay, that's
if-
it.
Well, +1, her +1, it just says Steven right next to it. Like
plus
it was
one.
speed, she crossed it out and it says Steven.
I crossed it out. Yeah, and I'm
Steven!
watching from the side.
I call +1 Steven.
No.
No, sorry, I already called it.
No,
I already called it.
you know, I have said in previous podcasts
There we go.
that
Okay, yeah,
if
that's a thing.
I had to choose between either of the two of you to save if you were on the edge of the volcano in Mordor, I would choose Matt. Well,
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
for this, I'm sorry, Matt. I just can't. It's Bubba. It's
Hey, let's-
Bubba for sure.
I want to put it up to vote here on the old Twinder, okay?
All right,
put it up on Twitter.
We'll post a poll on Twitter after this comes out on who do you think would win. I guess we could put all three of us, but maybe just you two.
No, all three of us.
If you put it out,
'Cause I don't-
you're gonna win for sure.
Yeah, okay. Just Bubba and I then, okay. Yeah, let's just see what happens here.
If people vote for me to win in the Thunderdome, then
Well,
they're
I think people-
underestimating that.
I think people are gonna think you because Kate, you're in wilderness more than we are. Matt, you go on a lot of nature hikes. You're out there a lot. Hey, don't get
In
me wrong, dude, I
wilderness,
got you.
though. But the thing
But
is,
you are out there surviving with your Switch and no charger.
well, peeing in a hole that you dug is different than being in the Thunderdome.
What's that now?
What?
Yeah, you're right. It is
Yeah.
different.
But hey, you're digging the hole. So
I didn't
like,
say how
true.
deep it was. So
Also fair.
yeah. And then we may never know.
Yeah.
But hey, let us know on the poll. We'll have it live by the time this goes live. Kate's
I'll
in charge
try
of all
to
that mess.
I'll
so
try to
she'll-
remember to
Write
post
a
it.
note.
She'll figure it out.
I'll write
Yeah.
a note.
Ask old Sarai. I didn't want to say
And
her
we'll-
name because then she'll wake up.
We'll
But-
figure it out.
Hey Siri. Oh,
Oh, Sadie. Yeah.
No, Siri.
Yeah, there she goes.
She heard you.
she's fine.
Then there's a bonus question.
Oh.
Read the bonus question.
Also,
Here we go.
if they made a Red Dead Stardew Dragon Age hybrid game with Duolingo elements on the Switch, would we ever
Matt,
hear
you're
from
doing
Kate again?
The answer is no.
No.
You would never
hey,
hear from me
Well,
again.
say it in Spanish.
¿Cómo se dice Duolingo en español?
Duolingo.
The answer was just no. Like that's how you say no in Spanish.
No.
You'll get there. That's in
You would
week
never
2
see me
of
again.
Duolingo.
Have you done any recently?
No, I'm done. I'm over it.
You're
They
all
did me
lingo.
wrong.
You're
I
all
told you, they
lingoed
did me
out.
wrong.
I
And now
get
she
it.
advocates for English as the national language.
Sometimes you hop
Yeah.
back in and you just go for
Whatever.
it.
Well,
Forgive
that
and
question
forget.
was from Robert Bishop. I thought it was a really good question. And if anyone makes this game, please let me know. And I'll play it and probably only this for the rest of my life.
100%. That is correct. I think it's
Gracias.
Roblox. If you just like put Roblox
It's Minecraft.
and with a
Just
Red
crossy
Dead
roads.
skin and you just you set the language to Spanish, I think you're there. I think we
No,
got
it's Red Dead Legos when you're in Mexico.
okay.
That's already
What
Red Dead
if-
1. That's uncreative. Boo.
What if you do that and then you drink a Mexican Coke?
Fine.
I
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got there.
All right. Well, write
There
it
we
down.
go. So thanks everyone for participating.
Yeah, thank you guys so freaking much for doing that. Hey, and keep sending those questions in. We're gonna do more of these.
Yeah, there's
These are
loads
fun.
on the thread and I just picked a couple. So my bad if I didn't pick yours. We'll do another one of these.
And legit, a lot of these, like we purposefully didn't look at these until right now. Kate had time to look at them. So, but you guys are just
So I should
getting
have
our
freaking story.
No, I just copied and pasted.
So,
Come
but the
on.
good thing is like you guys are getting our raw feedback and answers to these, and these are like fun, ridiculous questions, except for the one about Stardew. So we want to give you fun, ridiculous answers, and you're getting this mess right off the top of our head. So enjoy that. But hey, guys, that's gonna do it for episode 80 of the Free Play Podcast, Season 3. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, really anywhere else that podcasts are found. If you can't find us where you listen to podcasts, just let me know and I'll do my best to get us on there. It's worth noting that you can go to our website at lovethynerd.com/freeplay, and there's an RSS feed for you to take and plug into whatever you want to listen on at all. So even
Hey,
if
and let me interrupt real fast. And if you're
Well, you
there,
already did,
go ahead and rate us for Pete's sakes. Rate and review, share, like
for Pistol Pete's
for
sake.
Pete's sakes.
Who's Pete?
Rate and review. Who knows who he is, but he already reviewed us. He rated, reviewed, and shared.
And for his sake, you should do it too. Yeah, so
For your own
wherever
sake.
you are.
Wait,
I'm not even going to get into the nitty gritty, but wherever you are listening to us, just rate us.
Just handle
Now,
it. Get it done.
Obviously, if you're listening through an RSS feed, probably not going to work. But if you are using one of the major platforms, rate and review. It really helps us out a whole bunch. So do us a favor, like Matt said, for Pistol Pete's sake, get out there and do that. Hey, if you're not already a part of the Love Thy Nerd Facebook group, just do it. Do it right now. You can do it while you're listening to this podcast, when you're in the shower, just wherever you find yourself, just do it. All you got to do is go to lovethynerd.com/community, and there's a button you can click. You notice how I'm driving everybody to the website now? I think this is just a smart play. So let's do that. You guys go to lovethynerd.com/community, and you can find it right there. There's a button to click for you to go to our Facebook group. You can also find Love Thy Nerd on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at lovethynerd.com. Nope, not .com. Don't type in at lovethynerd.com. Type in at Love Thy Nerd, and you'll find us there. We want to make sure that you guys are also heading to the website. Did I mention we have a website? I can't remember right now.
Really.
I don't know. Maybe you mentioned
okay.
it.
lovethynerd.com, and there we've got great articles, videos, podcasts, everything that we do you can find on that website. So be sure to go there, check us out, follow all of the stuff. You can't necessarily subscribe to it. We're working on getting those notifications set, but we want to make sure that you guys are getting all the things that we do. If you want to quote unquote subscribe to our content, you can go over to the Twitter and, like I said, go to at Love Thy Nerd, and
Or
you
YouTube.
you can follow us on that. Yes, we're
You be a
building
subby.
up the YouTubes. Become a subby for sure. Well, let's try and land this plane a little bit. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Free Play Podcast, as well as at Love Thy Nerd. And hey, I think that's going to do it for us. Once again, my name's Bubba Stallcup.
My name's Matt Warmbier.
My name's Kate Katawaki.
And for our cut man, Jonathan Clausen, we'll catch you next week. And remember, Jesus loves you, nerds.
You have been listening to the Free Play Podcast with Bubba Stallcup, Matt Warmbier, and Kate Katawaki, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. Be sure to rate and review the show and share on all the social media.
Here we go.
Maybe not.
What's up? Okay.
Maybe she's
Well,
bored.
there's
Maybe
the-
maybe she's not.
There's the clip at the end. Yep.
We're fine.